chatting.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to me.
Yeah,
I love this series. I love this show.
yeah.
What I wanted to know about your character, you're Australian. So with a lovely accent. So when you play a character like Bruce, I was wondering how much of a factor does the personality come into when crafting the American accent?
Yeah, look, a lot, I think. Yeah, you know, I try to make a conscious effort to make every character that I play have at least a slightly different voice, right? I'm one of those actors who probably gets into a character voice first. Some are physical, and everyone's got a different approach. But I'll play around with the voice a lot in the privacy of my own home because I look like a crazy person. But I'll sample different sounds and different things and just kind of eventually the voice will start feeling like a fit to the character. But I actually think Bruce's voice kind of evolved in the first few episodes of shooting it as well. I think by episode 4 or 5 in, I felt like he was really becoming a fully formed character. It always takes a little bit of time. It's one of the benefits of television, right? You get a little bit of time, more time than you do, say, on a feature, to find your footing a bit. And it just takes a bit of time. But the American accent helps with confidence. I think Americans are more confident culturally than Australians are, although I do think that is changing through social media. Social media is kind of unifying everyone's confidence a little bit online.
So then also with that, there was a thing that says, I heal patients, so my patients can heal the world. Does he view, I was wondering about that quote. Does he, in a way, view himself as kind of like the miracle worker so that others can do the miracle, but he's kind of stepping aside in a way?
Oh, look, you could say it. Does he have a God complex?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he definitely does. Yeah. Um, you know, what was it? There was a Mammoth film, Malice, I think, where Baldwin plays a surgeon, and he says, when patients are praying in medical emergencies, praying to God, who are they really praying to? They're praying to the surgeon, probably. So I think it's not uncommon for surgeons to have God complexes because in some ways they are, they're the line between life and death. I can't imagine what kind of responsibility that would actually feel like. I just pretend to on camera, but it's far too much responsibility for me. I mean, I get anxious when I, can't find a movie to watch on Netflix. So I definitely wouldn't be able to handle the pressure of somebody else's life in my hands. So I think it's completely understandable. That's where his ego comes from. Yeah, I think his problem is he needs to keep it in check a little bit, otherwise it'll get out of control.
Well, with that God complex, do you find that, well, does he find that it's easier or harder to work with others? Because kind of in the very beginning, there was that who is the star of St. Denis? Is
Yeah,
it you or is it others? And so
yeah.
now that we're more into the season and, approaching soon to be the finale, do you feel that there will be more of a kind of working together?
Yeah, yeah. I think, what's interesting is that every character has a different relationship dynamic with each other. So, Bruce is different with Ron than he is with, say, Alex, right? And that he is with Joyce, like he's got, and that's true of every character. So, the character changes, every character changes depending on who they're interacting with. So as the series develops, I think it's, mixing and matching that alchemy will ultimately change the dynamic of the characters, right? But I don't think Bruce is ever frustrated that he's working with other people. That kind of feels more like a Ron characteristic. I think where Bruce is a little different is that he's so deluded. He is blissfully unaware that people are frustrated working with him. So I think he kind of coasts through St. Denis going, oh, yeah, easy breezy. Everyone loves me. Why wouldn't they? So he's kind of got this. I think he's got quite a positive attitude going through a work day, even though a lot of it is based on a delusion.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking to me. Excellent character, by the way. Excellent show.
Oh, thanks, Dana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dana.